welcome to a new video from MTE Equipment Solutions. My name is Eric, and today I'm going to talk about changing the blades in your Husqvarna CEORA. Now, the Husqvarna CEORA and all of the different robo mower options from Husqvarna are really cool, and there's a lot that they can do without a lot of human intervention. But one of the things you are going to have to do is change the blades. We recommend a blade change interval of about once a week, but your changes may be more or less depending on how much you're running these mowers, what kind of grass you're cutting, and what kind of terrain and what kind of conditions you're running them in. So when it comes to changing the blades, it is a pretty simple process, and I'm not a mechanic. I work in marketing, and it's going to be pretty easy for me to explain it to you. So the tools that you're going to need for this job are pretty simple. All you're going to need is a replacement set of Husqvarna blades. These are sold in packs of 300, and you're going to use 15 blades per blade change with the CEORA, then a 10mm socket, and a Phillips or flathead screwdriver. The Husqvarna blades also include a full set of screws to complement them, so you can swap out the screws with every blade change, and that way you don't have any issues with binding, stripping, or rust. But before you actually go and do the blade change, you want to make sure the mower is stopped or powered off. Then open this access door here and take this here lever and just move that forward and down. And now your front cutting deck is going to be able to swing freely up from the rear drive unit. As you can see here, you have 3 cutting discs. Each one uses 5 blades, hence the 15 blades per blade change. Now, the easiest way to actually do a blade change is to just go ahead and have a full set of spare cutting discs, and then all you have to do is pop these cutting discs off, pop the new cutting discs with the fresh blades on, and you're good to go, and you can change the blades on those discs at your leisure. But for right now, I'm just going to show you how to do it on these cutting discs. Start by removing the cutting disc. There is a cover on the bottom of the cutting disc, but it uses the same 10mm socket. You're just going to put your socket on there, give it about a quarter turn until it's unlocked, and then you can actually see the bolt in there that you're going to actually remove to remove the cutting disc. Now, if you were doing the version of a blade change where you're just going ahead and swapping a fresh cutting disc on there, you would just set this off to the side, put your new one on, and you're good to go. But if you're actually swapping the blades on the cutting disc, there's another couple of steps. This is where you're going to use your Phillips or your flathead screwdriver to actually remove the blades. So you can see here that there's some holes in this cutting disc, and you can spin those holes to line up with the screws, and that will actually let you remove the blades. So I'm going to go ahead and remove this screw and remove this blade. Be careful, these blades are very sharp. You can see they look like little razor blades on there. You could wear gloves if you want to be extra careful. As long as you're careful, you shouldn't get bit. So with that screw removed, the blade just falls right out. And now we can go ahead and take a new blade, put it on that same threaded hole, and then go ahead and retighten a new screw. Now, you don't want to over tighten this, you just want it to be good and snug, but the blade should still spin freely. And now you're just going to do that 4 more times to get all new blades and screws on this cutting disc. So now, with all your blades changed on this cutting disc, you're going to go ahead and just reinstall the cutting disc. As a reminder, you don't want this to bolt overly tight, so just go ahead, snug it up a bit, but remember, you got to take this off the next time you want to change blades, so don't go crazy cranking it. So you're just going to go ahead and do that for each of the cutting discs under the deck. Once all the cutting discs are done, you're good to go, and you are good to send your CEORA back out on its way. So we hope you enjoyed this little tutorial video from MTE Equipment Solutions and found it useful for as you're looking into doing maintenance on your own Husqvarna robotic mowers. If you have any other questions about Husqvarna, about any of the other equipment we sell, or any suggestions for future tutorial videos, go ahead and put those down in the comments below, or visit our website, www.mte.us.com, for more ways to get in touch with us. If you liked this video, go ahead and hit that like button, and if you want to see more like it, go ahead and hit that subscribe button. But in the meantime, my name is Eric, this is MTE Equipment Solutions, and we'll see you in the next video.